Hey, welcome to griffomedia.com. This is part 2 of my Unicorn soft tip dartboard. This is the smartboard variety, which is connected to my laptop or my iPad or my smart mobile phone via Bluetooth. So I'm just going to pan off the board here. And as you'll see on the board, I've got a dart surround on there. Now, it's not imperative I had a dart surround on there, and this Wimo one, which is from the Extreme Board Collection, didn't actually fit. So you can see here, I had to kind of bodge job it here and cut around. Not too much actually, probably just about that much I had to cut away so that the board fitted in there. And it's not a biggie, it's just that the kids will probably play on this with it being a smart, safe dartboard now. So when you hit the soft tips against a hard wall, sorry about the wallpaper, it's a bit retro. It's in my gaming room actually, where I've got my little driving wheel and stuff, but let's keep focused on the darts. I've also got one of these Target dart surrounds, which can light up the board as well. Just next to it, I've got my Dyson, but anyway, excuse all the stuff that's going on around it. This is the smart dartboard. It's now got a surround around it, and it's also got the light to light it up, so I can knock off the main light in the room, and that looks really good actually, doesn't it? So what we're going to do now is pair it up with the actual iPad, which we're going to use here. So you just press this button here, there's batteries, just 2 AA's in it, and you click that, and you see that flashing there. What that is doing is looking for a Bluetooth signal from the app. Once it finds it, that will go green, and then we're ready to throw some darts, and that is what we'll do next on the board. Just before we play though, you stick that light back on here. The darts that come with the board are not very good actually. You just get 2 of these sets. As you can see there, if I just kind of bring them up here, the kind of Unicorn cheap kind of rubber coated darts. And what disappointed me from Unicorn with this was that the points, when you throw them at the board, I'm not sure the points they actually use with these, but you can just see there they seem to be quite long. But anyway, when they stick into the board, they're really, really difficult to pull out. So I had to change the points on the darts. Also, I've got some new darts coming tomorrow. I've got the Phil Taylor Soft Tip Gen 3s coming. I usually use the Phil Taylor darts. So you can see I'm using the Phil Taylor Target stems and flights. And I've changed the points here so they don't exactly fit. But when they do land in the board, they do stick in, and you can get the darts out. But with the ones that came with it, the Unicorn ones in these pre-packed darts, once the point was in, it was almost pliers to get them out. But, you know, we'll show you this anyway. But as you can see here, these are my general darts, which are the Phil Taylor Gen 3s. So I'm getting some soft tip versions of those tomorrow. Right, let's pair it up and let's throw some darts at the board. So this is my iPad. Already installed is the Score Buddy from Unicorn for the smart board. And it's a really good app actually. There's a variety of darts games that you can actually do via Bluetooth with the board. I've set it up with my name. So if I just here click on that there and click on my name, we'll go across to the dartboard and we'll press the Bluetooth button. And that'll flash red until it finds my iPad, which it should do quite quickly. Let's go back to the iPad now, and I'll click my name and then start game. And that's ready for 5:01. So I'll position this just below the board. I get the camera installed so you can see the darts hitting the board and see the scores deduct from my score. I am a novice at darts, but I will try my best, and hopefully we'll maybe hit a couple of tons here and there. And we'll do 5:01 so you can see how good this is with the Bluetooth, with the dartboard from Unicorn. So as you can see, we've got a Bluetooth connection because the LED on the board's gone from red to green, which means now the smart board is talking to the iPad and the iPad's ready to go as a scoring destination. Got my 3 darts here. I must admit, I've had a few warm-up practice darts and there's been a lot of bounce outs. I mean a lot. I'm talking 1 out of every 3 darts is bouncing out the board. Also, a lot of tip smashes as well, where the tips have broken off in the board. So I'll probably be on YouTube later seeing how I can get those out and retrieve them. Hoping the more expensive darts tomorrow solve this issue. But anyway, we're going to play. And the little blue button between the 17 and the 2 down below is the button you press after every go, whether you're playing alone or with somebody or even against the computer. So let's go. This is an honest, 501 leg. You can see the bounce outs, and I'm just hoping it's maybe the cheapness of the tips. Bounce out. Bounce out. And treble 20. I mean, it just is a bit frustrating, to be honest with you. Recommended retail price of this board, 100 quid. The computerization really is being done by a smart device. Bounce out. Bounce out. And another treble 20. I mean, I've gone ton off, but it's like, how frustrating. $121 scored there, as you can see on the actual score, but it's like, you want the darts to stay in the board, for heaven's sake. And I think maybe I might have to do another review. Ton 40. Now, if I do another review, and what's this looking like, a 13 dart leg? If I do another review, I'll probably do a review with the Taylor darts and see how we get on. Forgot to press that, didn't I? Right, no pressure then. Here comes the double. Ah. But do you know what? The bounce outs actually do put you off. I'm not looking for excuses here, but they do. Because the bounce out the board and then you're having to tighten the tips up all the time. See, that... Getting frustrated now. And I must admit, if the new darts don't solve this tomorrow, this board's going back to Unicorn. Because let's be honest, when you buy a board like this, whatever comes with the board should be fit for practice, really. I mean, it's just pathetic, isn't it? So they've got the potential for a really good product here. I think it's great and intuitive how Bluetooth works with your iPad and your smart devices, and you can use it as a scoreboard. But if I just go close to the board here, I mean, you can just see that some of the points have broken off in the board. I just don't know whether I'll be keeping this. Obviously, I'm going to have to see whether more expensive products used with the board have any better results. But as we go, we're not scoring it very high at the moment, probably 2 or 3 out of 10, because the experience at the moment is really frustrating. And if it doesn't work for me, maybe the Target Nexus might be the next choice. But there we have it, the Unicorn Smartboard. Thanks for looking.